Hello everyone, I am LilyMoo961 and I forgot about 101. I am so sorry. I totally forgot about them last time. So I thought BTS was the only one left, but 101 is on this list. So we're gonna take up the beginning of this video and talk about them really fast, and then I will go into the BTS feels that I was promising at the end of the last episode. So that was just a mistake on my end, and I didn't catch it until it was already too late to like go back in and really edit stuff in, and the video was like already at like 16 minutes, and I know this will probably take like 3 or 4 minutes to tie up everything, so let's just get into 101. I am so sorry. The first song that I'm going to mention that is by 101 is called Spring Breeze. And I really liked this song. I didn't connect to it a whole lot, but it has a really good arrangement and the vocals sound really strong, because with Boomerang and even Beautiful, even though I didn't really like Boomerang, but Beautiful was a good song. But again, I didn't really connect with that song and the vocals didn't seem as strong to me. They're a lot stronger on this song. And again, Spring Breeze just has a really nice arrangement. It's good. And then the second song that I want to talk about is called Light, and I really like this song. It is definitely, for me so far, it is one of their best songs. Just from the beat, the arrangement, the music for the song is just really, really strong. And I just connected to this song a lot better. It's a song that I could listen to over and over again and love more and more and more. I just felt that, like, it was instant. It was just like an instant connection with the song. And that's really what I like when it comes to music. If I can connect with it instantly, it's like, you got me. So it took a while for 101 to really get me in that sense. But for this song, it's like, you got me. After all this time, you finally got me. And I love this song. I like the choreography for this song a lot. And although I feel that the fangirls got attacked. I'm not really a fangirl for the 101 guys, so I didn't get attacked, but I could see how the choreography could attack some people. It's like, behave, boys. But what I like about this choreography is that it has some really smooth transitions, and it just has some cool stuff, and I could follow it better than I could with the Boomerang choreography, so that was a plus for me. It's like, oh, I can actually see what you're doing, and I know where you're going. And, you know, I'm not feeling like I'm dizzy. So that was a plus for me as well. And I just really like this song. It's just a really good, really strong. The vocals are on point. And it made me appreciate 101 more than I had earlier. And I feel so bad that I forgot them, like really, really bad that I forgot them last time. Oh well, the show must go on. Now that we've gotten that covered, I can do a proper intro. Hello, I'm LilyMoo961. Okay, I don't really need to introduce myself again. But anywho, we have come to the final episode of the Mama 2018 challenge. And in today's video, we're going to pretty much have a BTS fest. We're going to talk about why I've picked them for Best Male Artist. We'll talk about some songs. And then I will talk about Song of the Year and Artist of the Year and that sort of thing. So I'm not sure how long this video will be. Hopefully not too long, but it's gonna be a longer one. So grab the popcorn and the tea and let's get started. Officially. So the first song I'm going to talk about today is Airplane Part 2. And one thing that I really love about this song right away is just the Latin pop feels. I haven't really heard that a lot in K-pop, so it's something that you don't hear often, and so I like it. I like it very much for its unique quality in that respect. And the lyrics also convey both the highs and the lows of being an entertainer at the level that BTS is at this point. You know, they're traveling constantly, they have to compose music wherever they can. It's kind of like a double-edged sword at times, the level of success that they have. The song also talks about how sometimes it's difficult for them to even relax. And while being in this business is still fun for them and they're still living the dream, there's still some hardships that come with it, because again, being at this success level at this point, it is a double-edged sword. Being an entertainer in general is a double-edged sword, because on the one hand, you know, you get to be creative, you get to have fun, you get to express yourself in this way that a lot of people don't get to do, and it's fun. But at the same time, there's a lot of scrutiny that comes with it and a lot of expectations that come with it, especially when you reach international success, to the level that BTS is at this point. It can be very difficult to deal with emotionally. The opening lyrics for the song make a very strong statement that they have dedicated a good portion of their lives to their art. And it's a song about the joys of doing that and the despair that comes from doing that. Because on the one hand, you have this fun Latin feel to this song, and it's got this groove, and it's sexy, and it's got just all this niceness to it. But at the same time, it's also in a minor key. And minor keys in music typically convey feelings of sadness or introspection or, more negative emotions. So the fact that the song is in a minor key but has that super upbeat Latin, passionate sound to it, it's very interesting. It's very interesting. And what makes it so interesting is that there is a theme presented within the music itself. This theme of we showcase happiness and joy, but there is some sorrow beneath that. There is some heartache beneath that. And most people aren't going to see that, especially because if you're an international fan and you don't understand the Korean language, unless you look up the lyrics, you're not really going to catch on to that right away. It's very cleverly hidden, and I really appreciate that because that's kind of what people do in general. People wear masks and hide their true feelings so that they can survive through life sometimes. It's necessary for us sometimes, but at the same time, again, double-edged sword, because if you hide your true feelings, if you try to hide everything about yourself, you can't really be you. And I don't know, is hiding yourself really loving yourself? And that is the hidden magic of this song, the fact that you can ask questions like that, even though this song is like a super fun song. So it's just a song that expresses both the joys and sorrows of international success. And I enjoy this song a lot. It is a very, very good song, well put together. And frankly, it's brilliant. The next song I'm going to discuss today is ANPANMAN. And I love this song. Like, you hear those opening notes, you hear those opening lyrics, and it's just like, yes. It is such a fun, upbeat song. Like, even more so than Airplane Part 2. Like, this song is super upbeat, super just fun and bouncy and just all kinds of amazing because it's just a mood lifter. If you're having a bad day, this is a perfect song to listen to instantly make you feel better. It's just perfect for that. Love this song for that, for sure. And the amazing thing about this song also is the lyrical content again, because the BTS members are saying that they aren't superheroes. They aren't perfect. They have weaknesses. But at the same time, they're determined to be heroes for other people because they know that with their music, they can impact the world and help people. And that's important. And so that is kind of their, that cross that they're willing to bear, even if people don't understand them fully, or even if there are people who straight up hate them for no good reason, they are still determined to be good to the people who do love them and to inspire people that they may never even meet or see or anything like that. It is a song that says, I'll give you the best that I have. Even if I'm scarred or battered or bruised up, I will give you the best that I have. And it's a song that showcases some of the fears that they have. They say things like, I'm scared of you leaving if I make too many mistakes, or, something along those lines. But I'll stick with you always. And it's kind of heart-wrenching in a way because they're willing to give so much. And, as fans, sometimes it's like, we give love and support, but it doesn't, at least to me anyway, how I feel, it doesn't feel like enough for me, what I'm able to do. Because these guys impacted my life so much. I mean, they introduced me to K-pop in the first place, but also there are other things that each of the members have inspired me a great deal, and I just appreciate them so much. And I wish I could tell them that. I wish I could personally say that to them and just say, hey, thank you for making these choices, for going out and deciding that you wanted to make a concept like this, to promote uh, having love for yourself, because it is important that people love themselves so that they can better love other people. And I really appreciate that. I appreciate them a lot. But back to the song, because I feel like I got off track with that a bit. It's super happy musically, and it's super uplifting too. It's just a fun song. And at the same time, it still contains a small bit of their vulnerability. And that speaks to me. And on a whole, it's just extremely clever and really well thought out. It's thought-provoking music, even when it's super bouncy and fun. It's super thought-provoking, and I really love that. I really love that they're able to put thought-provoking things within their music, especially when it's a super happy track. Like, you would not think that that type of message would be in a song like this, but it is, and it's wonderful, and I really love them for that. They're wonderful. The final song I'm going to talk about today is Answer, Love Myself. I'm going to have a hard time with this one because when this song first came out, I did listen to the song, but at the time, just in general, at the time when Love Yourself Epiphany came out, I wasn't quite in the place where I was ready to... I was still in the Love Yourself tier era, let's just say that. I was still in that place in my life, because the weird thing is that I felt like this concept was tailor-made for me, in that the different things that came out always coincided with exactly what was going on in my life at the time. When Tear came out, like a couple of my cats had just died, and so I was very sad. And I was dealing with a lot of things, and I couldn't process my grief over that at the time because I was also super busy. I was doing a Shakespeare show at the time, Summer Night's Dream, and I couldn't process my grief because I was just simply too busy. And so Tear really coincided with my life at that particular time. And I tend to take a little longer to get over rough patches in my life. So when Epiphany came out, I was not quite ready for it. So that's probably the other reason why I didn't like Idol as much when it first came out either. It simply didn't fit who I was at the time. But the strange thing is that with this song in particular, when I listened to it this morning, I just felt like, this is me now. I'm in this place where I can appreciate this song because I do love myself now. And I can say that and actually mean it and know it and be extremely happy about that. There was a time in my life many years ago where I just hated myself. And even though I had gotten over it at that particular time in my life, because I was really young, when I was suicidal many, many years ago. I'm over now. I'm fine. But it was a long time ago. But when some things happened around the time that I first got into BTS, some things happened in my life where those feelings came back. It wasn't that I really wanted to die per se, but the feeling of hating myself came back. So the timing was perfect because I got into BTS, I think it was April, like late April, early May 2017. So not even 2 years yet at this point, but the timing was perfect because right after I got into BTS, it was the Love Yourself concept happened. And since then, a lot of the stuff has just coincided with my life. I find that very ironic and strange. Anyway, you're not here to listen about my life right now. We're talking about the song. Kind of got off track again, which is hard to not do when it comes to BTS because they mean so much to me. And just the timing of when I got into their music and everything, I don't think it was a coincidence. And I'm just honestly grateful to God that I got into K-pop when I did, because again, this concept really helped me to get to this place where I can say I love myself and actually mean it and know that I mean it. I finally dealt with things that I have a tendency to bury my emotions. I bury things. And oh gosh. The lyrics of this song really speak to me because I can now accept the parts of myself that I didn't like. I can accept who I was and love her. I can be happy with the person I am now. And I know I'll be happy with myself in the future. And that's ultimately what this song is about, what the concept was about, is just learning to be okay with every side of you, the good and the bad. I had to accept my own darkness, which was something that I was unwilling to do. And because I was unwilling to face some of the rage that I felt and some of the pain that I felt, I was unwilling to because I didn't think it had a place in my life. I tried to cut that side of me out. I tried to get rid of her, you could say. I just wanted to be happy and bubbly all the time. And initially when I got into BTS, I was listening to, their songs, and it was a very happy time, and I felt very distracted from my problems, which was what I needed. But then, and I love them for it, but at the same time, at the time, it was like, I want to smack you for doing this to me. But when I heard some of Jungkook's covers for the first time, that erased all of that for me. And I had, like, his voice, the way he sings, it got into my heart and pretty much just stabbed me. And I realized I had to face some things because I knew I couldn't bury my feelings anymore. I had buried them so much that I got to a point where I physically couldn't do it anymore. I just couldn't do it anymore. And I'm unable to really hold my emotions in now, which is okay. I'm okay with that now. I feel like I'm rambling. But listening to this song today, it's become my new favorite because I feel that I accept every side of myself now. And I feel that that was the point of the concept, to help people to be able to do that for themselves. And also, I think it was probably a really good concept for BTS too, for them, so that they could learn to love every side of themselves too. And I hope that they do. I really do. I really want the best for them. I hope that they'll be happy. I hope they'll be happy every day of their lives. No matter what they do or where they go, I hope they'll be happy and that God will bless them. I really do. I may not get the chance to meet them or tell them how much they mean to me, but I'm glad that I got to know them in some way through the music and through the through V Lives and everything else. I'm happy about that and I'm happy that I did this challenge too, because it helped me to get to know their world a little bit better. And ultimately, when it comes to this challenge, I did this for me. I did this for me so that I could feel like I was closer to them, because they mean so much to me. And my notebook just fell over. I knocked it over just now. Thanks. There's always something funny happening that just ruins the dramatic moments. And now this clip is like 20 minutes and I haven't even really talked about the song or how it's arranged. I just went on a rant. But yeah, I appreciate BTS a great deal, and I want to congratulate them for getting nominated for a Grammy, and I hope they win it. If the Grammys weren't like a closed event, I would do whatever I could to get there, to see them at the Grammys, to see, like, I don't know if they'll get the award. I hope that they do, but just in my head, it would be great to go and to see them win the award. I would love to see that. That would make me the happiest person ever. Because it's the big moments that you like, that you want to share. And, you know, one memory that I have that I will cherish forever is being able to go to the American Music Awards last year and being able to see them perform on that stage last year and being able to share that moment with them, even though they had no idea I was there. The fact that I was in the same room as them for a little while, I think that's more than enough. I'm more than happy with that, and more than grateful to God again that I was able to get that experience, because there were a lot of obstacles that day. Like, I almost didn't get to see them, but I did, and I'm grateful. And I hope that the people that do get to see them in concerts, that they enjoy it, and that that they get to experience that love and that feeling of just pure joy and happiness the way I did that night, because it was one of the most beautiful, magical experiences of my life, and I will remember it always. So, to BTS, and I love you guys, truly, each and every one of you. And so for Song of the Year, like, now I'm moving on. It's like, I can't do this anymore. I'm moving on. So, like, old habits in terms of bearing emotions, they die hard. Sometimes I just need to, like, move on and not get emotional and sentimental, because I will cry, and I'm not in that space today. So I'm not going to do that. So obviously I've been voting for Fake Love for Song of the Year. But Song of the Year, the category, like, in general, is just a dumb category. And I'll say why. Because who says there's only one song that makes up a whole year, that defines a whole year? There are multiple songs that can define a year for a person. There are a whole lot of songs that have defined my year. Fake Love, Thanks by 17, Neon Hey by Highs, Love Scenario by Icon, Shine by Pentagon, Starry Night by Mamamoo. So many different songs that have, been part of my life this year, that I have loved and enjoyed. And this category, it just isn't right, okay? This category, just to choose one song out of all of the songs of the year, all of the songs that have meant something to me, I can't really do that. The only reason that I end up voting for BTS in this category is primarily because I love them and I want to see them win it. But in terms of just, like, in general, it's like, there were a lot of songs that made up my year, and Fake Love was definitely one of the best songs that made up my year, because it inspired me and helped me to deal with things that I needed to deal with. And then for me, of course, surprising absolutely nobody, BTS. And even with this category, even though there are a lot of artists that make up a person's year, I do feel that with this, like, you can sort of quantify this one a bit more. You can base it on a group's achievements for that year. And BTS, like, showed out this year. They did so much internationally, just everywhere. And I want them to win this one, because they should win this one, just based on the different achievements that they've done this year. They worked extremely hard. They just got nominated for a Grammy, which is definitely historic. Yeah. It's like, guys, just on principle, for 2018, it kind of goes to them. And that's not to say that the other artists aren't valuable or wonderful, because, oh my gosh, yes, they are. I mean, one of the reasons, again, why I wanted to do this challenge, I wanted to experience everyone. I wanted to give a little love to everyone. Like, there was something that Taehyung had said about, and it was mainly about the BTS members. He was saying that he wanted fans to give love to everyone in BTS. Meanwhile, I decide, okay, I'm going to take that and I'm going to extend it to all of K-pop, apparently, because, can't do anything on a small scale. No, I got to go crazy, because that's just me. Sometimes I just get a little cuckoo, It's like, if I'm not crying, I'm going, like, extra fangirl, okay? But I accept that about myself now. I'm 100% okay with my kookiness. Anywho, yeah, this video is probably a mess. But, yeah, I think that is the end of the Mama 2018 challenge. Just ended on this ridiculous note. Okay, anywho, I do want to say to the people who have watched from the beginning, to the people who have commented and given me suggestions of songs to listen to. And they've even given me ideas of what to do if I want to do a type of challenge like this again. Thank you. Thank you so much for sticking this out with me, for supporting me, for leaving nice comments for me, for really just helping me get through this, because this was difficult. I'm not used to posting so much at once. I typically only post like maybe 1 or 2 videos a month. And so to go from doing that to like, I think in November I posted 18 videos in a month. 18. To go from 1 or 2 a month to 18. Yeah, that was kind of insane. Like, I don't even know how that happened. It's like I think God just gave me an energy boost or something, and even it extended into December as well. So I'm just really thankful to all the people who've watched, and I'm thankful to BTS, of course, because again, this would not have been possible. And first and foremost, always grateful to God, because without God, I wouldn't even be here. So thank you guys very much for watching. Appreciate you all. Love you all. Have a wonderful day. Have a Merry Christmas. Be seeing ya. Bye-bye. Mwah!